Well, if you're a normal YouTube viewer, at some point in time, you have seen Adventures with Purpose with the founder of Jared LEISEK. Whether I'm pronouncing that right or wrong, let's get past that. Either which way, if you have not seen any videos on YouTube with Adventures with Purpose, you might have been living underneath a rock. This has been a very popular channel with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Very popular. You know, it's interesting videos that they make, going around the country searching for loved ones who might have gone into a watery grave, whether by accident or on purpose. But what you might not know is Jared LEISEK has been alleged to be charged with raping a child in 1992. The man who started basically Adventures with Purpose and kind of tripped in to where they are now. They accidentally found a vehicle that had human remains in it, and of course the old light bulb goes off. How can we, you know, get more and more viewers and get some money coming in? Because basically with Jared and his sidekick Doug, they're committed, but it's about the money. They want to become billionaires on the old YouTube, and they'll push any way they can do it, whether it's, you know, forcing their wannabe popular subscribers into buying memberships and offering all types of clothing lines. That he actually had his garage jammed full of all different kind of clothing lines for the Adventures with Purpose, which there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, sometimes are you in it actually for finding lost loved ones who are in the watery grave, or is it now just all about the money? That's the problem. But let's get into the article here. Basically, LEISEK is accused of abusing a female relative who was between 9 and 10 years old. According to the Utah court documents obtained by Law and Crime, the incidents allegedly occurred in 1992. So yeah, it's a long time ago. You know, I can't disclose what I do and who I work with, but I know for a fact if this happened in 1992, chances are this has happened after that, and possibly continually after that, even up until this, you know, until he got caught. This is just something that doesn't happen once and goes away. You know, this is a lion always looking for its feed. So just before November 1st of 1992, the victim lived in Euphorium, which is located in Sapatine County, wrote Deputy County Attorney Eric E. Butler. In one incident, LEISEK allegedly raped the child in her bedroom. He abused her again when they were at the grandparents' home in the city of Marte, Utah, the same year. Basically twice in the same year is what the legal documents have alleged. Currently, just so you're aware, he is under indictment for both charges. LEISEK has a attorney of record now on his case. Adventures with Purpose referred their legal team when asked about the allegations against LEISEK, and basically, you know, their attorney and everybody else involved was keeping quiet at the time. Adventures with Purpose is a volunteer dive team that works to help find missing people. But, you know, you just never know people, you know. So Jared's first initial court date was on November 30th of 2022. And of course, anybody that goes to court, doesn't make a difference if you're guilty or you're not guilty. He claimed that he was not guilty of the situation. The question is now, since this is getting more and more public and getting some mainline news, when or if there's going to be more in the background of people popping up going, hey, you know, I'm a victim here too. It's hard to say. So we'll see about that. But the interesting thing is that Adventures with Purpose had built themselves up to the point where they had other dive teams that, you know, was kind of, you know, when you have a really successful YouTube channel or when you're really successful, people kind of, you know, come to you and want to ride your coattails of success. So there was 4 other diving teams that kind of, you know, made their way over to Jared and Doug to ride them coattails. And if you've been watching Adventures with Purpose and the other dive teams that basically do the same thing, there's been this quick cutoff. They're not associating themselves with Jared. Matter of fact, some of them aren't even associating themselves with Doug anymore either, because one thing you don't want to do, whether you're famous or not, or, you know, even if it's your next door neighbor, when you get that old stamp, of anything to do with child pornography, child sex, anything to do with children, well, you steer clear, and that's what everybody is doing. There's been a couple different lawsuits within the channel itself of other people that have tried to sue AWP for percentages of the videos because they were in there, and I don't know what their contracts are or how well they were when they started up this Adventures with Purpose. I'm sure a lot of stuff didn't get handled and kind of opened themselves up to lawsuits, but that's yet to be seen too. You know, that's alleged as well. But either which way, even Doug Bishop has made a quick, you know, on the phone video of how codes.
Everybody wants to know how I feel right now. You know, I have become the voice of our purpose, you know, what we have all come together to do. And now what has happened 30 years ago has come to light, and it's affecting everybody involved with this. There are contracts in place. There's legal ramifications. I mean, you know, with me even speaking my opinion. But in this scenario, I got to keep it real to everybody who loved Adventures with Purpose, who loves Adventures with Purpose, who loves what we were able to accomplish in this world. We've proven that what we have done works, it's effective, it's a need for it. You know, we tell people stories. We are the voice for the voiceless. When we are covering these people's stories and going into their homes and representing them and telling their story of their missing loved ones, that's what it is we do. Do nothing else, you know? And I'm not just speaking for me, because I'm not the only one that's involved in this. There are other people's lives who are affected by this, you know? And that's what this is about. And being real is all you can be. That's all you got in this world, is what you stand for and how you come up. Yeah, you know, done a lot of good in this world, and everybody's got a story to tell. Everyone, absolutely everybody has a story to tell. You know, where I come from though, there's codes. Where I go from here, you know, I have a lot of support, and I love everybody who's reaching out and telling me and letting me know that that I have your support and that you stand with me. And my future is just going to go with being real. You know, I'll continue to follow the passion that I've developed with helping people, with, you know, telling somebody's story. You know, I come from the towing industry, and now I pull cars out underwater, helping families get answers. I've developed that passion. It's unfortunate that I've developed that passion and this has happened. It doesn't align with what I believe in. I have daughters, I'm a father, and I come from a real rough background. And I've changed my life. I've become a really good man, and I've always followed the code. And that code has been violated. With that being said, you know, there's a lot of legal things that have to play out, and they got to play out, you know. But it doesn't involve me. It doesn't involve my name. It doesn't involve anybody else's name that's been associated with it, you know, because we've worked with a lot of people intimately, and there's a lot of people that are hurting right now. I'm just as heartbroken. I care a lot about what it is that I've been able to do. And where this goes, I don't know. I don't know where this goes. My future's bright. I'm gonna always be okay. My family's gonna be okay. And I kept it real, you know? I can't wait for lawyers to make decisions. I have to defend my family, I have to defend myself. And unfortunately, you know, that doesn't align with my future. It doesn't align with me at all. None of us, you know what I mean? None of us knew any of this. And I am just as shocked as everybody else. It's really unfortunate and heartbreaking. Yeah, man, me, people that know me, you guys know I'm a survivor. And, you know, I got nothing to hide. I'm not gonna hide nothing. Is what it is. Be positive, you know, moving forward. You know, there's people out there that have a story to tell. There's victims out there that have a story to tell. And I have been a voice for those victims. I'm gonna continue to follow that passion. And I know I'll have the support to do so. I'm respected in a lot of circles with agencies. And those who know me, and those of you who don't know me, get to know me. The future's gonna be great, but it won't be what it used to be. You know, we all gotta move forward, whatever that means. I don't know. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Well, you can only take from that what you put in your head from what your experiences are, but I'm taking it as, you know, Doug is distancing himself, has found himself now in a situation that he really does not know the man that he has spent a lot of time next to. So we'll see in the future what's going to happen, but I tell you, it's pretty damning evidence if you go through and read the actual police report and the actual court information. It's pretty damning. And yeah, things come at strange times, so we're still in the alleged area. But, you know, Jared, if you did this, you got to bite the old leather and just admit to it. You know, it's wrong. I don't care if you did it when you were young. I still don't believe that that was the only time. It happened more than that with other situations, but either which way, if it was only those 2 times, bite the bullet, take the best deal you can get, and be a damn man about it.